Give me a D and a G. It's the Dunga Show. It's the Dunga Show.
Hey, dog, your beard's looking flickin' great, my man.
Thanks, Gus. I've been using the Bush Beard Wash.
The what now?
At Bush Beard, they know that every man with a beard is a unique beardo. And that's why they offer a wide range of products to cater to every beard's needs. Whether you have a long and luscious mane or prefer to keep it short and sharp, their products will help you achieve that perfect look.
From the nourishing beard oil and balm to the refreshing beard wash, their products are made with all-natural local ingredients to keep that beard healthy, soft, and lustrous. The beard comb and brush are designed to detangle and shape your beard, making sure you always look your best.
At Bush Beard, they're dedicated to providing the best possible grooming experience for all the beardos out there. So why settle for an average beard when you can have a glorious, well-groomed one? Try Bush Beard products today and unleash the full potential of your beard.
Be sure to use Dog and Gus 10 and get 10% off your order.
Bush Beard, the small town brand with the big old Canadian heart. Hey, coffee lovers, Doc here to tell you about our favorite new brew, Green Army Coffee.
That's right, dog. Green Army Coffee isn't just delicious, it's coffee with a mission. They're veteran-owned, and every cup supports those who serve.
You can taste the dedication in every roast. Whether you're fueling up for the day or winding down, they've got the perfect blend for you.
And it's not just great coffee, it's a way to give back. Supporting Green Army Coffee means you're supporting our troops and their families.
So what are you waiting for? Grab a bag, sip smart, and support a great cause.
Check them out at www.greenarmycoffee.ca. Green Army Coffee, brewed for those who serve.
Welcome to the Dog and Gus Show.
What's up, dog?
Not much, Gus. You?
Oh, just a snowy little afternoon here in Ottawa, Ontario.
In the tick.
Yeah, in the tick, yeah. What do we got going on?
Oh, we got Soul Thief here tonight.
Soul Thief.
Yes.
What's up, guys?
Hey, how we doing?
So happy to have
Excited
you.
to be here.
Yeah, man. It's an honor for us to have you here, We just appreciate it with a couple minutes of your time.
Very happy to be here.
Nice.
I know we've got a few fans that I know that are very happy that you guys are on tonight. So
that's exciting.
I actually sent a message to one of them to ask her. I said, "Do you have any questions for them?" She's like, "I'll get back to you," and she never did. So I'll have to go with the ones I wrote at 7:00 this morning.
He's keen. He's really keen. Very keen.
Well, I was creeping your guys' pages there, so I'm gonna.
Yeah. So where did you guys meet?
I can take that one. Well, we all kind of met in the music scene in Ottawa, just at local shows. I used to just be a concert photographer. Actually, that's how I met all these guys that I'm in the band with. But yeah, just basically through the music scene here.
Nice. Yeah. Well, that's
we essentially. I think Jesse. It started was just Jesse. It was Jesse, Jericho, and Noah that first met. They wanted to start a hardcore band, and then Fretch and I we were both in Fractures and Outlines actually, which was metalcore band from Gatineau, but we played in Ottawa a lot. And we were all ringing the band together. And I think you guys reached out to Fretch first, and then I just kind of transplanted myself into this.
I think you guys just you both accepted to do it at the same time because you were both kind of looking for something to do to occupy your time, I guess. And
during COVID.
Luckily enough, we got both of you.
Look at where we are now.
Whether they wanted you or not.
That's right. Yeah.
Stuck with this.
Yeah, that's it. Guess what, guys? I invited myself in, and I'm not leaving.
With the new release, Bitter Ends. First of all, I have to ask: is the long sleeve shirt available for purchase? And because it's very cool, and the song is killer. So tell us a bit about that track.
100% the shirt's available.
Sweet. I'm in.
And the track, it's a kind of a new direction that we're going with our music. I mean, we don't like to stick to one genre per se. We always like to do hardcore as our base, and then have different elements of metal sprinkled into all of our songs. But I feel like this one is like showing the growth of the band, just with the dive bombs and the I don't know, just the different characteristics to the song. It just it's different from other music, but in a good way.
Like we're just I feel like we're trying to push it like further into every direction that we had tried. Like her first EP was just like we were trying to find like I guess a middle ground or where we wanted to go. And then as we worked on the second EP, Back Kind of Wet, we started just seeing where like which direction we go in every direction. We always have like hip hop influence. We have we listen to a lot of trash music, a lot of trash metal. Like we take influences from everywhere, and we're trying to just blend it into one like big like happy metal smoothie, I guess would be the best way to describe it.
A happy metal smoothie. I like it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have one for breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah, you can have a metal smoothie. Yeah,
The old happy metal smoothie,
just a happy metal smoothie though.
magnesium.
Oh, happy's a big word. It's I guess Jericho's not here to defend himself here, but he's got quite the dark mind sometimes, especially when it comes to the lyrics. But he's the mastermind for that. He's the mastermind behind like the lyrics, behind the meanings of the songs. He's just like we don't have to intervene much when it comes to that. We provide the riffs and he provides the feelings.
Oh, nice, love that. Well, I mean, that's how it kind of, like you said, it's sort of a smoothie, but it does. You do need that person in the group, but also have a bit of a mix of everything, right? So everybody brings a piece to it. So do you find that the symmetry for your songwriting is excellent for the fact that you guys can bounce things off each other and feel comfortable with it?
I mean, yeah, like we like I feel like a lot of band nowadays will just write in front of a computer, and we are like we write when we jam. We all get together and we just bounce riffs off at each other at like the closest we would do to like writing in front of a computer is just recording ourselves coming up with riffs, just a quick like video that we send in a group chat and we're like, hey, what do you guys think of this? And then when we get together, that's when the magic happens usually. Like I feel like Fretch and I have a really good chemistry when it comes to understanding what each other mean. And Fretch is he's an amazing drummer. He doesn't give himself enough credit. He's tight, he's good, and he's like he has a good mind for it. He knows what sounds good, and he makes like I feel like everyone everyone in the band elevates the sound in their own way. Like we all come from different backgrounds. We all have different influences. Like I, I'm a big I like my Midwest emo. I like my emo stuff. That's what I like to do. And then the Jericho's always been the more like hardcore type of guy. Fretch is a big like he likes punk. He likes skate punk. He likes when it goes fast. Noah always comes up with the weird stuff. He likes to do the twinkly stuff with his guitar, which is great. And yeah, no, I think it's just a perfect little combination of like five different backgrounds. We're five totally different people who somehow got together and we're more alike than ever now, but in the best way.
Yeah.
Let's talk shorts, boys.
Yeah,
Oh,
Let's
all
talk
right.
about the shorts.
it's the bread and butter.
Yeah, that's it. How did that come about? Like, was it just because it's really hot on stage and we just decided, hey, we're all going to wear the same color or same type of shorts? We got to know.
Honestly, the shorts, like, we just started wearing them from time to time, like not all together at first, and then people started always commenting, like when I started showing up places in pants and things like that, people were like, well, what are you doing? Like, where's the shorts? And like every time I'd go on stage and not wear them, people would call me out and be like, where's the shorts? Like, we came to see the shorts. So then we just started, I don't know, going to like cheap stores and buying like matching tiny shorts. And honestly, we buy them in the women's section. It's the only place you can find appropriate ones, to be honest.
There you go.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the leopard ones, actually, Jesse had placed a special order, and it's my wife who made them. She sewed them by hand.
Nice.
And actually, funny story about the shorts. We actually got one pair stolen. We like someone was so adamant that they wanted the shorts that they just took them. So yeah, if you have the shorts, please bring them back. We would really like them back. They cost a lot to make, but at the same time, I understand. And just keep in mind they're one of a kind, and we'll know it's you.
Seriously, if anybody puts them online, hey, look at my new wait a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's so rock and roll, man. Like
Right?
that's such a great story. Someone stole our short shorts.
Shorts. You guys should like merch that. Like just get Soul Thieves shorts.
Oh,
Yeah,
But-
we were
well-
thinking about it just because those ones are handmade. So it's like for us to bulk order them, we'd have to like almost order sizes exactly for people. as
Yeah,
they're
that's true.
made,
Yeah.
Just because it's like very specific to that. I mean, we want to get something similar. Maybe that's like produced a little easier in bulk.
I mean,
Yeah,
we,
for
we
the
do
custom-
have short
custom
shorts,
stuff.
but we do
Yeah,
have short
so-
shorts in our merch, but they're not the same. It's not the leopard ones. The leopard ones are just they're kind of a staple for us now, so it's not the same. But like we do have shorts. They're very very short. They're more like underwear than shorts, but that's what we're going for anyway, right? So
Yep.
it's
That's and Nick's wife is just she's busy, you know, she can't be making these shirts for everybody, you know. So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like you can make them
Yeah.
to order maybe.
Yeah.
It'll take you'll get them in 7 months. But
we're definitely looking into it.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely in the
we-
works. But
I seriously think that would be funny and it would sell. I honestly think it would
Honestly,
sell.
like
Oh,
at
yeah.
show more than once at shows, we've had people try to buy them off of us, like off our bodies. They're like,
Oh,
we don't
yeah.
have them for sale. They're like, well, can I buy those ones?
Yeah.
Sorry, no, like, they're for us. But
That's so rock and roll, right? You know,
well,
I
it's
just want
it's
to buy
like
your
me.
sweaty ball shorts off you there.
Yeah,
right
the
off the
sweatier the better.
buttons.
Yeah, exactly. Who's the sweatiest? I want those ones.
Yeah, the sweatiest guy. I want his shorts.
Yeah. How is working with Eric de Moro? Désormais. Je m'excuse. I gotta practice my French.
So Eric and I were actually Eric was in the Fractures and Outlines as well. So I've known him for years. We've been in a band together. So I mean, working with him was great. Of course, like we try to work with other people too, but it was a nice like first experience in the studio. It was his first experience with a home studio as well. I think we were all getting started, and it was like it was fun. Like the first EP, I had like a freaking blast recording. It was like it was my first time on guitar as well. I used to be a vocalist, and this was my first time playing electric guitar. Well, I was gonna say in a band, but it was actually my first time playing electric guitar. So it's like I had fun. I had fun with Eric.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, the experience itself for the first EP was cool. This is like my first band actually, so like everything in the studio for me was like a first time. And yeah, even for our first EP, it was really easy to work with Eric for that stuff, and I liked the product that came out of it. It sounded really good for our first couple songs there. And, yeah, it was a good time.
Nice.
Cool. What I got here? Let me
Yeah,
see.
be
what
sure
I-
to check his band out. He has a new band called Burn the Evidence. So if you
Oh,
guys want
I
to
know
check
Burn the
that out.
Evidence. They're awesome.
Oh, all right, yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
I've-
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, I put a couple of their songs on my show.
Yeah. Have
Yeah.
you played Soul Thief on your show?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, Dog has his
Good
he does
answer.
his sessions. He does the Doghouse sessions on
Yeah,
what's the
I put it up
platform?
on. I put it up on not SoundCloud, but
Mixcloud.
Mixcloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I put you guys up there. I'm pretty sure Fractures and Outlines. They played over in Hull at the Minotaur
Yes,
With-
that's like home for us.
with Rockin' Engine.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was at that show because I remember that because I watched that. I'm like, "Man, those guys are good. And it was like I was so intimidated by Rockin' Engine, I didn't even want to talk to them. They're scary looking.
Well, they're very scary.
They
looking.
are such sweethearts too. Like
We know that.
We've
like
had them on.
they
We've
are
had them on.
so easily approachable too. Like they're
Yeah.
literally
But-
like they're great.
Let's be honest though, when you look at them, they're not that approach. Like you're just like, oh my, especially JP because he's like a huge man, right? And the hair and it's like,
Nice.
Fine,
but he's
he's
the,
the sweetest
he's a
one.
sweetheart, right?
He's
He is the sweetest
one.
one, Jesse. Yeah, he
I-
is.
I
yeah.
just I can't like understand how he gets into those pants. Like the tight leather pants, I cannot understand for the life of me. Like I'll keep the shorts, thank you.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a.
a
I mean,
There's got to be a trick. There's always a trick.
it's a rock and roll secret,
Vaseline.
guys.
You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
rub,
some grease,
We
It's a
some
secret.
kind
we
of lube.
unfortunately
grease up your thighs and slide in.
we didn't get to that question unfortunately with them when we spoke with them, but
Well, they were here. They came into the studio. We had us all crammed into
it was
this
like
one. It was
Halloween too. Like,
Yeah,
it was like
yeah,
right around
yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah.
It was awesome. They were obviously like it's funny. Like everybody in metal, they always think you're like angry and such, and maybe the somewhat are, but you're also nice. You know what I mean? Like I find metal bands
Yes.
always are nice,
Oh
and
yeah,
they were just great.
people think I'm like grumpy all the time, but I'm just really awkward. Like if you'll come and talk to me, I'll be the nicest guy. I just like I don't like. I feel like you guys like I don't want. It's not that I don't want people to talk to me, but I don't want to bother people. So like
Mhm.
sometimes I don't seem approachable. But if you come to talk to me, I'll be super happy to talk to you. That's
Yeah.
the worst part. We're just yeah. That's pretty
But
yeah.
but it's
We're
different.
all like that. Honestly, we're all like that. It's awkward.
Yeah, it's
We're
funny
all the
because
awkward, quiet type, especially in this band.
so
Yeah.
we want like you watch you guys on stage and you guys are like all over this like this kinetic, this frenetic energy, right? But like you know, like oh yeah, I can't approach these guys. These guys are crazy, and then you get them off stage and you're just like, hey, how you doing, man? Like you know, everything's good, and
Just chill.
yeah, you know. But it's funny to watch the change, like when you're chatting with somebody, like say Jesse, and he's like smiling, and something gets on stage, and all of a sudden he's just, and it's like, oh, okay. Do you guys ever get have any issues with people thinking, oh my god, these guys like listening to your music and going, you guys like, why are you so angry when you're not really?
Well, that's a normal reaction for people who don't really listen to like heavy music. Like I've had
Mhm.
people be like, "Why is he always yelling? Why is he so mad?" And I don't know, like I don't get it, but that's just how they are, I guess.
Yeah, we have friends like that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, like
And I mean,
it's
that's
metal
fine.
music.
It's not for
you know?
everyone. Yeah, it's metal music. It's not for everyone,
No.
and it's okay like that. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's okay. It's
Yeah, I love
like
metal music.
noise to some people is beautiful to others, and vice versa. Like I have a big, I have issues with listening to EDM a lot, like just like electronic dance music, like high
Mhm.
pitched stuff. I can't necessarily do, but like it's if it works for some people, yeah, go ahead. Like whatever floats your boat.
I have to tell you a little story. This is way before any of this came around. I had a friend I used to work with in a kitchen, and he made me a CD because I'm always looking and listening to different stuff, and I always want to, you know, I don't want to say no to anything. And he made me a CD, and it's all like, you know, metal from like Norway, and like really, really heavy with a lot of the screaming and stuff. And I didn't mind it. Like, I mean, the musicianship was freaking amazing. But I played it in my car, and we both know this guy is one of our friends. He was in my Jeep, and I put it on because I wanted to listen to it. And about 2 seconds in, he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And I said, "I'm sorry." I said, "I'm sorry. If you don't like it, you can get out."
Yeah, you were.
Well,
Yeah, it's,
it can
yeah.
either be a good or bad reaction. I'll
No,
say
he
what the fuck
hated
is
it.
this? To something I find amazing. Oh, he hated it.
Oh,
Yeah,
he hated it.
It was the latter, not the
Yeah,
form.
Anyway, so it's like, I'm sorry, buddy, but you know, you want to stay in the vehicle, then this is what we're listening to. So I tortured him a little bit longer. Then I put on his, you know, whatever the hell he wanted to
Well,
listen
those
to.
Nordic countries know how to do metal. Man.
They sure
It's
do.
just like,
Black
Oh yeah.
metal type of stuff, yeah. Or
Yeah.
Oh,
heavy.
don't they have like the highest amount of metal bands per capita? Like
I
they
think
just
so.
have the highest concentration of like metal bands in
That sounds
like
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
makes a lot of
wild.
sense.
Wild, man. What's the most difficult thing about being a musician?
I find it's
That's a hard
to be.
question.
There's a few answers to that. I find the hardest thing is just like keeping up with like a busy schedule. Like it's like our second EP's out, Bitter Ends is out. Now like it's like we're under the pressure. Like we need to continuously record and write and have stuff out because nowadays it's not like you can't just sit on material and let it like fester. Like you have to continuously put out music to stay relevant in any way. Um, I find that's just like it's a lot of pressure to constantly like personally since we played our last show, it's like the only thing I've been thinking about, and we haven't really had a band practice like since. And I'm just like, okay, we got to write some songs. Like I know we have riffs and we have things ready to go, but to me, that's the hardest part for me.
I would agree with that. It's just is the most stressful and the hardest part is just trying to put yourself out there and hoping that it's gonna pick up. It's just like, yeah, playing shows is the easiest. It's the best. I love playing shows. I love seeing people face to face. It's like it's what I do. That's what I play music for. It's for the live shows. But it's the trying to put yourself out there, trying to build a fan base, trying to like get people interested in you, trying to catch people's attention. People's attention span nowadays, myself included, is super limited. If you don't catch them in the first 5 seconds of the video, they're just gonna swipe by and just it's as if you never existed, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the hardest and like most stressful part of being a musician is just it's trying to put yourself out there and just hoping that someone's gonna like what you do. But at the same time, that's like you just got to keep pushing. That's the only thing you can do. You keep pushing, and you hopefully people will like us. That's pretty much all we can do.
Well, you also make you like. I remember I was listening to who's the big producer of Beastie Boys? Rick Rubin.
Rick
sorry.
Rubin, yeah.
And he was talking about you make art for yourself, and then whatever else happens after that is whatever, right? So you basically you have your outlet of your artistic, music and whatever art you're doing, but it's not for anybody else. It's for hopefully people like it, like you said, Nick. But and I like it, just so you know. But again, it's awesome. I love metal, so I know I don't look like a metalhead, but I am one. If you saw my Rolodex of music, you'd be shocked. Anyways, the thing is you're just putting it out there for yourself, and then getting it out of you, and then hopefully people pick up on it. Do you agree with that?
Yeah,
I would. Oh, go ahead, Jesse.
no, yeah, I would definitely agree with that for sure. First, that's how the first EPs came out. There was like a lot less like of the pressure. I think it's like our only goals, like long-term goals, that try to make us think otherwise, and it puts a little bit more pressure on it. But yeah, it is a good way of doing it. Just make the music first, worry about the rest later. Make it for yourself. Have fun making it. We do like all our songs. We write them at the jam space pretty much. So like we have fun doing it. So yeah, I do agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
And just to add to that, like when we write music that we would want to listen to. We don't worry about what do you think would be what would go viral? What would be the next big thing? What would catch people off guard? I mean, in some ways, you got to do that in today's industry, but that's not what we're about. We're just like we're just playing music we would listen to in our car. We're playing music that like we would bang our heads to. We're playing music that's gonna make us want to move on stage because that's what we're about.
In leopard.
In leopard shorts,
Of
yeah.
course.
Yeah.
I think they have more gumption than I do. I don't think I could put
More
off of that.
gumption. Yeah, they probably do.
Well, you never know. Maybe I would wear it, but I don't know. Maybe for the art. I would.
Once you put them on, you'll know how powerful you feel. You just gotta put them.
He's going to wear them in the next podcast. You just won't be able to see him.
Well, you're barefoot, so it's
I'm barefoot right now. Yeah.
Yeah, we're very
It's
relaxed
the
over here.
short aura. As soon as we put them on, like as we're waiting, like as the band is playing, and we're like, all right, we're going on next. It's time to put the shorts on. You gain that aura.
Do you have tearaways? Do you like tearaway your
Tearaway pants and the shorts are underneath.
No, we need to
We
do
thought
that. We
about that.
talked about that.
That'd be hysterical.
You could do that show at Hot Shots.
Yeah, no. What?
Yeah, bro. It's close, I think.
I think So I think the next time you guys are on stage, like before you guys come on, I think you should have that song Short Shorts playing before you guys come on stage.
Yeah.
We wear short shorts.
We
wear
short shorts.
That would be a pretty funny way to
Interesting.
enter, especially considering the music you
Yes, that would
play.
be,
So,
and then just boom right into it.
yeah.
Huge transition.
That'd be fun.
Gucci Daddy hardcore, baby. That's what it is.
Oh,
That's it.
very nice.
Great,
gotta
but
ask-
marketable.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Guys that know you would be just like, oh, that's stupid. That's them. That's so them. That's so like, they'd be laughing their asses off, right? Let's talk a little bit
The more
about
something is, the more we want to do it. That's the
yeah, seriously.
Yep,
I have great ideas for bands.
you do.
I do.
actually,
I've had a
yeah.
few. What's a guilty pleasure musically? Like something that like would be like, really? Like, really, Nick? Really, Jesse? Like, is there something out there that you like to, like you said emo earlier, which would kind of,
Well,
but is there anything
All right.
like,
I
do it?
got one that's gonna
Nick's
take
got
the
one.
cake for you guys.
All right.
I'm a Swiftie. I
Really?
love Taylor Swift. Oh yeah.
And he's
I
still in the
actually I
band.
went
Did,
yeah, I went to Tennessee with my wife to go see Taylor Swift, and I was going there. The reason I was going there, I heard that Phoebe Bridgers was opening for her, and I was like, okay, I absolutely love Phoebe Bridgers. I'm big on indie and sad stuff, so I was like, okay, maybe you got me convinced, and I kind of want to go to Nashville, see the music culture there. And then I saw Taylor Swift perform, and I was like, "Holy shit, that was amazing!" Her live band is on point. Everyone is tight. Like it's she's a great performer. Her band is amazing. Her dancers are amazing. Like it was worth every dollar for real. Like I'm not even
wow.
kidding. I mean, Ticketmaster is they're kind of thieves as of late, but like I just to see I wasn't expecting it to be that good. It converted me on that day, and my just seeing how happy my wife was too. It was just yeah, that's my guilty pleasure. I'm a Swiftie,
Wow.
loud and proud.
Yeah, for me, my pleasure is probably that rock band, Kings of Leon. I don't know. There's just something about that band, man. I listen to them all the time. It's like completely like I like emo music like Nick does too. Like a lot of like heavy music with metalcore, deathcore, hardcore, just anything core really. Even Smoke Trash. Even still listening to Metallica, everything. But on the calmer days, I fall back on Kings of Leon.
cool.
Yeah, I like Kings Leon. I can't say I'm a Swiftie.
I can say I agree
I'm
with
not a
Nick. Like
Swiftie either.
Yeah.
but I no, but just like the professionalism of the band and the dancers, and so I agree with that. I'm not a huge Swiftie myself, but like she's a very smart like businesswoman person. Like just the way she markets that whole thing is
I
just
would say
stupidly incredible, right?
she's
But again, you know,
decent.
that's why we asked the question because I just kind of want.
No,
It's
it's
kind of
cool.
fun to. It's kind of fun to ask a band like Soul Thief, if, you know, and find out one of them's a Swiftie.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
If we take anything from this, that's the one we take. Also, I'd really like to know about that piece of art behind you, Nick, because it's been
Oh,
talking to
I
me for a
I know
while,
it's
just based
very
on.
unfortunate placement. I'm so sorry. Everyone's gonna
Okay, it's
think
Charlie
I'm
Chaplin. It's
hateful. It's
Charlie
Charlie
Chaplin.
Chaplin.
Everyone.
He has a hat. I promise. I know that's the biggest difference, but he does have that. He does
Yeah,
have a hat.
we
It's
were. I was a little concerned, but then now we've cleared that up. Thankfully, thank you.
Thank you for letting me save face.
People will be
That's
looking at
very
that. Well,
unfortunate placement.
at least for the first 25 minutes of the podcast, when they're watching it, they'll be like, "What the fuck is behind him?" it's Charlie.
Well, who wore
It's
it
Charlie.
first is the question. Who wore that mustache first? Was it Charlie Chaplin or Adolf Hitler?
Well, we're not even allowed to say that name.
I just did.
Oh man,
My podcast. I can do whatever the fuck I
Right.
want.
true that.
I
Yeah,
think you guys just got demonetized.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that changes nothing actually, so we're good.
Oh, what? Spotify going to cancel us?
No, maybe I don't know. But we've clarified that it's Charlie Chaplin. So
There we go.
I think Charlie did it first. I would think.
I believe he did because he
Yeah.
was back in the 1920s, was he not?
Yeah. Remember Michael
Silent
Jordan
Films?
had it briefly?
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's just a mustache, everyone.
It's,
Just a mustache.
calm down.
You know,
It's a
like-
mustache.
yeah. Where do you guys see yourself musically in the next 5 years?
Touring the world. That's like the touring the world and playing big festivals and big shows. Like that is our huge goal. And like if we can make that happen within 5 years, that is like that's
You
just
mean-
perfect.
You mean
And
when?
When you do
if
it.
we make it happen, exactly. But yeah,
That's right.
within 5 years, that's definitely the plan.
Great.
Like we're looking at bands like that, bands that we've played with, bands that we collaborate with, and that we look up to in ways as well. If you look at Sudden Waves from Montreal, who's like we've played shows with, we they started like what a few years ahead of us, and they just went on a tour with Dog Eat Dog in Europe. That one like they did great, they did amazing there. I know Prowl from Montreal just toured Europe as well. Get the Shot, a bunch of Quebec bands, and like bands from the Quebec scene that have been like killing it and just like going to Europe and just like touring and living off of music. That at the end of the day, that I think would be our main objective: to be able to live off our art and to be able to travel the world and do it with our friends.
Yeah.
Just having a fun time.
Well, you've put it out there. No,
Yep, there you go. It's got to now
Manifesting it now, yeah.
exactly. You manifest. Gus is a big fan of that, of manifesting what you want and then just putting it out there and then
working towards
and not waiting for it to come to you, but going to get it. Go get it.
They're gonna get it.
They're going to get it.
Exactly.
We're gonna get it.
Exactly.
We're
Now
gonna
let's
do
talk
it,
about your
for sure.
merch. Do you guys design your own merch? Because I saw a couple of things like Gus really liked that one long sleeve shirt. That's some pretty sick merch. You guys design that yourselves?
No, the guy's name's slipping my mind at the moment. Yeah, no, we had only a couple of our shirts designed by other people. Most of them Nick designs, to be honest.
Yeah, usually I'm the t-shirt guy. Sometimes we'll have like we'll hire artists for certain things. Like we work with Alexandre Goulet or Good Design. He actually did the artwork for both of our EPs. So for Bad Kinda Wet and for Citadel, and well, we had shirts with those as well. But usually when it comes to merch, uh, well, I'll be the one who designs it. I don't know if you guys had seen we had done a Ottawa Lynx kind of
Yes, that was
spoof
awesome.
shirt. That was on. That was me. That was
That was
me.
so good.
Thank you.
No, seriously.
yeah,
I'm
but
like, oh my God.
but yeah, no, we work with people we like. We work with like if we see something cool and we like we'll make it into a shirt. Just shout out to Goulet. Shout out to his band Apes. Check them out. Very heavy shit. But no, they're great. They're also killing it in the scene right now, by the way. So if you guys have a chance to check them out, please do. But yeah, and it's Goulet from Apes. He did the EP artwork for both our EPs, and he's amazing. He's worked with like huge bands. He's worked with done artwork for like the Spiced Icon. He's done artwork for like Kind Effects, Suicide Silence, like big name bands, and he's one of the best out there, if you ask me. So shout out to him.
Cool. I like that. Which song from the current EP is your favorite and why?
For me, I like Warlord. Um, it just like you just hear that ting, and then it's like it just like goes right into it like 110. Like there's no warning, nothing, and yeah, I don't know. That song just hits for me every time. It's so simple and it's such a silly riff, but like it just goes so hard. I don't know. It's the best.
On my end, I would have to say I do have I love every song on that EP. There's not like a single song that I dislike, which becomes a problem when we're trying to create a set list for a show because I like every song. But I do have to say I think my favorite on that one would be we'll call it Empty Desk because the actual title is like 3 sentences long. But uh, yeah, there's just that one. It's one of the more emotional ones. We always have like one more emotional, one more like toned down
Like
song on the
melodic.
EP.
Yeah,
Yeah, very
melodic.
melodic, very like it's a more technical song as well. We're big on just playing like big chugs and big riffs, but that one's a little bit more technical. That one's a little bit more melodic, and I have a lot of fun playing it too. So after all these years, all that's left is regret and this empty desk. I believe is the full song title for that one. But
That's a
yeah,
mouthful.
I think that one's my favorite.
I'm glad he remembered the name of it.
Yeah, seriously. How about we talk a little bit about your post about suicide prevention? Very important topic, right? Especially
Yeah,
in this
of course.
climate that we have now. Talk a little bit
Yeah.
about that for us.
Um, yeah, like everybody in the band has been affected by that in one way or another. We feel that it's very important that people know that you aren't alone in the world, and if you're feeling something heavy and you need to talk to people, there's people there to talk to you, man. There's a number to call. There's friends, family. Like there's people there for you, and we just want people to know that you're not alone in feeling this way because everybody gets down, everybody hits bottom, everybody feels these things, and yeah, we just it's really important to just show that raw emotion in our posts because we care about people and our fans, and we know that it's a very popular topic in the scene. So yeah, I think it's good because we have a voice and a pretty big voice. So when we do talk about that stuff, we feel like a lot of people listen. Definitely a lot of people
Yeah.
do.
I kind of wish Jericho was here to talk about that too, because I feel like he's gone through some shit, and I know that like it's affected him a lot, and he puts his whole heart into those songs, and if you specifically Matilda, just that
Hmm.
even the whole music video is specifically about that, about suicide prevention and dealing with loss and dealing with grief and the numbness that comes with tragedy. Um, yeah, that's it's like we talk about it because it's important to us, because it affects us, and because we know we're not alone, but we want other people to know they're not alone either. Like if you guys need to reach out to us. If anything, like we'll be there. We're there. Like we'll be glad to listen. And if our music helps you, that's what we're doing this for. That's what art is for. That's what we're doing it. That's our main reason. So
It's good.
yeah,
It's good that you're not alone. That there's a lot of people that are affected by it daily, and it's great to speak about. It's important.
Yeah.
But like you said, you have a voice. You might as well use it for the
Yes.
right purpose.
And you can't say it enough.
No.
Like it's
No,
not something
no.
that you can understate, right? Like you can say it every day, and like you can. It's true because it's. I find that a lot of the hardcore and the heavier bands are the ones talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like not like there's a stigma with you guys. Like you guys are up on stage rocking and having a great. Like it's like, and all these tough looking guys with their tattoos and their beards and stuff, and they're talking about this, and that's important. You know what I mean? Because it's always been for males to say, well, we don't talk about that. But when you get the guys that look like the bands that, like you guys and Rock and Engine and stuff, and like they're just like that stigma is going away. And that's the most important part so that we can talk about this.
It's working towards going away.
It sure is.
And
That's for sure.
and I mean when you look at the heavy music scene or the alternative music scene, like this, we're just a bunch of misfits. We're a bunch of people who like didn't necessarily fit in the mold that society wants you to fit in. And a lot of the times, the people that feel like they're not fitting in somewhere are the people that need the help, that need someone reaching out. And that's what our community is about. It's about everyone's welcome. Everyone like like we always say hardcore's for everyone. Of course, like it's hardcore is for everyone. Hardcore is welcoming. We welcome you with open arms. If you're feeling left out, if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling like a misfit, if you're like we're metal's there. That's how I ended up in the scene. Uh I was always a misfit everywhere I was, until I came into the music scene. I started listening to music that spoke to me, and which made me discover more bands, and it made me like it just
Yeah.
no,
No, I
metal is welcoming to these
Anyone.
yeah, to anyone, to
Yep.
people who are struggling, to people who are like that's the best way to put it. Which is kind of funny because when like a lot of times you'll see nobody hates metal more than a metal fan, because a lot of people are like will go through like the elitist route and no, this is better than this and whatever. But at the end of the day, I feel like there's no one friendlier than a metalhead. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I'm gonna have a daughter soon, and one of the things I'll tell her is, hey, if you need help, you can't find mommy or daddy, go see a punk or a metalhead. They'll help you out. Like,
Yeah.
it's true.
those are the people I trust the most.
Congrats on that.
Yeah. Seriously. Congrats.
Thank you so much. Very
Yeah.
excited. Very
Yeah,
scared, but very excited.
You and Gus can talk when we're finished because he's got a couple years experience with with daughters.
Yeah, twin daughters. Yeah.
Oh my god, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's the best thing that'll ever happen to you, just so you know. Just so you're aware. It's gonna be really hard, but it's gonna be the best. The best, bro. That got me a little emotional. Not that the whole like
The whole
discussion.
Yeah, exactly.
How does where you live, like you're living in Ottawa, like you were mentioning, Quebec bands are doing great, but do you think that affects your career a little bit?
For us, it's like half of us are from Ottawa, and then the other, well, two of us are from Ottawa, and three are living in Gatineau. So it's funny, we actually have draw in both sides because we play both kind of often. But I mean, I don't know, maybe like being part of both sometimes alienates us from certain cliques, I'll say. That we've tried to kind of like be part of and tried to do things and just got ignored. And I always felt like that was why, but like that's just me taking a guess at it. But other than
But
that,
that,
no, everybody's pretty welcoming for us for the most part, though.
like we have a great time anywhere we go. Like we have a decent following, especially Montreal. I love playing Montreal. Like and of course Ottawa's home. Hull is home. Like it's weird because we're like kind of right in the middle. Like we're literally cut off in the middle with the border, but like it is two different scenes. I will say that. It's two different scenes, but I do feel like we're welcome in both of them. Of course there's going to be cliques. There's cliques everywhere and people are people at the end of the day. But like we're just doing our thing and we're gonna keep doing our thing and see where it takes us. Like it took us to the Maritimes. It took us like it's we're looking into exploring new places that we haven't been before too. We're just like we just keep grinding. Like it doesn't affect where it's gonna take us. Will the process be different? Maybe, but it's not gonna
Yeah.
change like where we're headed.
I think it honestly motivates us to chase bigger things than just like
Mhm.
local clicks, like we have played with bands like Sworn Enemy and like Hoods and Brick by Brick and uh, Death Before Dishonor, like these like bigger like hardcore bands from the States, and they like came up to us after our shows and said like the nicest compliments like ever. And it just made me realize like there's a lot bigger, cooler scenes that like we would totally be welcomed in. Like they told us once we come over to California or anything to contact them, like those are like huge things. And for like an Ottawa Gatineau band, like that would be like the biggest thing ever to like surpass everything and go like that road. So if anything, it motivates us to just work harder, chase bigger things, and yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, you should like look outside of the Ottawa Gatineau area and start to look to like to Kingston, to like just to branching down the 401 this way, going to.
We played there for our first time actually this year with Get the Shot and Teeth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice to say, okay, boys, let's get out of Ottawa for a little bit and make us want more of Soul Thief. You know what I mean? They haven't played in a while, man. We need to see them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, so like honestly, this year we did a lot better than the year before. The year before we played here like 12 times in the year. I think this time we only played like 4 or 5 times in Ottawa. We did a lot better at managing it this time because we do play Toronto, Hamilton, Cornwall, Oshawa. The East Coast, we've been out there twice. We go all over Quebec, like all the small towns, like not just the main ones. Like we've been exploring in Quebec for sure. Yeah, we've definitely been more than just Ottawa for sure.
Well, that's a
Like
big
it's like
discussion,
we're
right?
expanding our radius is
Yes.
what's going on. Like
And that's
further,
awesome.
we're going further and further, and like
Yeah,
Sophie's
and
going to take over the world, baby.
that's it.
World
Soul
domination is
Thief.
imminent.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. That's the discussion we've had with guys, right? Is like, a lot of guys like to play. Let's play every weekend. Let's play. But after a while, like, as much as you love the band, you're like, oh, they're playing again. Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But if you like you said, like you go from 15 to 12 to 10 to 5 times in the city, I'm like, fuck, I got to get up and see them because I've only played here 3 times this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it kind of builds a little bit more up for people to come out and see you.
Demand.
Yeah, that's the word.
That's the word.
That's a good word. Good word. I have a serious question for you guys. I'm sorry to do this to you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's pretty serious, and I'm I don't know if I should ask. Screw it, I'll ask anyway. Snoopy versus Scooby Doo. Who's the cooler dog?
Scooby Doo.
Oh,
Oh,
Murder
you
mysteries,
just
man.
knew right
Come
away. This is a hard question for me. Come
I
on,
know,
like this is
right?
oh
on.
my god. I think I agree. I think I agree. Scooby Doo, just because Scooby Doo's definitely the stoner out of the two.
I was gonna
Well,
say
And
okay, well,
stoner
yeah,
dog.
but like
Stoner dog.
Snoopy has a pool table inside his dog house.
yeah, he's pretty chill.
He doesn't. I mean,
Yeah.
he's the world's greatest hockey player. It's come on, guys. Like seriously, do I have to back
I
this
mean,
up? Just because
he's pretty
Snoopy
cool,
doesn't
but
smoke dope? Damn
I,
it!
I feel like Snoopy would kind of intimidate me so much. He's so
Right?
capable of everything. Scooby Doo's just like he's just a chill guy. Like
Yeah. Just
All
hungry
right.
all the time.
Exactly.
It's the weed.
and
I
Let's
think.
I'm
go
big
a
on
little bit
snacks too. I love snacks.
Scooby
So
snacks. Yes. Let's go a little further. Can you do Scooby? Can we get a Do you have a Scooby impersonation?
Just
wait.
trying to be.
There we go.
I can't do the laugh.
Scooby. Well done, guys. All right, what do you got there, Gus?
I was going to ask us more casual question, but now that we've been casual, I'm still going to ask it. What's the best Christmas movie?
The Grinch
Oh,
with Jim Carrey. That's my favorite one.
Grinch, nice.
Jim Carrey Grinch is pretty good, but I gotta go with my childhood classic. I gotta go with A Christmas Story.
Nice. It's
Like A
always a good
Christmas
choice.
Story is amazing. It's great. The storytelling is great. Like some of my favorite like Christmas scenes are from there. Like just the I don't
Shoot
know
your eye
why,
out.
but just yeah, shoot your eye out, of course, but just like uh the dad fighting with the dogs, and then like the just I love everything about that movie. And I actually recently watched they did like a not a reboot, but they kind of did like a follow up with like the same actors as they're older, and it's just they're going back to the same set, the same house, the same like, and it's just the story of how Ralphie writes A Christmas Story, because like at the end of the day, that's what a Christmas Story is. It's a story that was written by Ralphie about his dad, and
Interesting.
like that's like this. Yeah, it was. I don't know if it's an actual good movie. I'm probably biased because of the nostalgia, but I really enjoyed it.
Hey, that's why we ask. Now we have to ask the other part of that question. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no
definitely.
questions asked. It's just yeah, it's a part of the rotation.
Like
It's a Christmas movie.
you can't
No.
celebrate Christmas till you watch Hans Gruber fall off the Nakatomi Plaza.
That's right. That's right.
Christmas is not official until that happens.
For me, it's Christmas Vacation, but
Yeah.
it's just because I can recite every single
Oh
line.
my God. It's just, yeah.
Can't see the lines, can you, Russ?
Crapper's full.
Shitter.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I don't know the movie that well.
Well, I do. Just why I'm here. It's like having your own Jamie.
Yeah. You got anything?
I just gave him one.
Oh.
What's yours?
How do you think the Ottawa? Do you guys try to get out to shows as much as you can, other than when you guys are playing?
I mean, I'm still doing the photography stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
But beyond the pit, I still go out to shows fairly often just because of that. Once in a while, I go with Nick to see shows, but yeah, I mean, being busy with
Taylor
stuff
Swift.
and work, not as much as I'd like to.
Mm-hmm. Hear that?
Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly it. If it was only like if it was of just me and I didn't have like life happening, I would be at shows all the time.
Wait till you have your
I try
daughter.
to go out as much as I can. I try to go support as much as I can. I try to buy merch when I can, especially local bands. That's the best way to support them, buy the merch.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, life gets in the way sometimes, and that's understandable. Like I don't expect everyone to come out to Soul Thief show all the time either. But like I try to support as much as I can, and I try to promote as much as I can. And if I see that my buddies are having a show and they like, I'm going to be pushing that show as well. I'm going to be. I want to help out. We gotta support each other. We gotta support each other to have like if the scene thrives, everyone thrives. Like
Exactly.
we gotta help each other out.
Yeah, Dog's big. We're both big proponents of that, to support the local scene, because if there's nobody supporting it, it goes away. So you can't do that.
Exactly.
Can't have that.
We just can't.
What advice would you give to a young band coming up?
Just get out there and make music, man. Just
Don't take yourself too seriously.
and think
Yeah.
outside the box. Like for us, like when we write songs, we're funny. We don't use words like chorus and verse and bridge and stuff like that. We're like, okay, two step, thrash, like,
Like
like that's how we literally do it. And
we
it's,
describe like when when we're writing a song, the structure of the song is not based on like I guess regular structure. We're basing it around what we want the crowd to do at that moment. Like we're like, oh, we want people to dance here. All right, let's make people dance. We want people to jump. Let's make people jump. We want people to punch each other in the face. Like, we're good at that one, but yeah, we'll get people to punch each other in the face. It's that's their thing. That's their shtick.
Shtick.
yeah,
That's why I stand at the back.
because we're like that, I find that our music stands out a lot. And going back to like the kids and stuff is like to make your stuff stand out, think outside the box. Just do whatever you want, whatever you feel is good, whatever you like, just do that.
And like I said, don't take yourself too seriously. Like that's the bane. That would be the bane of your band. If you take yourself too seriously, you think you're like I still see myself as the local band that's just starting out. I still see myself as the little like I'm always starstruck when I'm playing with bigger bands. I'm always like, oh shit, are we gonna be okay? I need to make a good impression. But at the end of the day, like, don't take yourself too seriously. You're there to have fun. Just if you're yourself and you're having fun with your friends and you're having like you're. We're not doing the shit for the money, clearly, because we're poor. But but yeah, we're doing it for ourselves. We're doing it because we're having fun. We're having a good time with our friends, and we're shooting the shit. We're just like, yeah, it's about having a good time. Like if you make stuff that's fun for you, you're gonna have fun. That's the important part.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, so we ask everybody the same question. We ask about 2 decades of music and find out which one's better for you. So is it would you find the 80s music better or the 90s music?
Ooh. I go with 80s, I think. Honestly, I don't know. Like the 90s was cool just because of like Nirvana, I guess. But like honestly, I really wasn't a fan of anything else in the 90s. But then there's a lot of bad music from the 80s. But I mean, I always like GNR. Like some of Motley Crue was cool, I guess. But yeah, I guess I would go 80s on
I I don't think I have a clear answer for that. Just because I feel like music is timeless, and you can make music in 2024 that's gonna sound like an 80s song, and you can like you have older songs that sound like modern stuff now. Like it's about I guess it's just about what's popular at that moment. And I'm like, so to me, I don't think I can put like I can definitely say definitely one decade is better than the other. I feel like every decade, every period has it had its strong suits and its bad parts. So I don't think I could say which one is better than the other. I feel like it all has its good things and its bad things.
You have to pick one.
that.
I
Yeah,
have
pick
to
one,
pick one
Nick.
shit. I'm
Nick,
gonna
it's
take
like,
90s
again,
because I'm a 90s kid.
he just
90s,
wants to
okay.
disagree with me.
Yes, yeah, that's okay. We do that all the time here, Jesse. It's
That's
fine.
the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one's 80s and one's 90s.
He's a Swifty, remember that.
Yeah, yeah. So like, even him choosing the '90s, we
Okay,
just
okay, now
don't.
you're bringing that up. I see how it is.
Yeah, we are.
Shots fired.
Yeah, shots fired. I have another question. We usually end with that one, but you guys all go see the same tattoo artist? You guys all got different artists that you work
You
with?
know, we all got different tattoo artists for sure.
I
Yeah.
have a bunch of them. I get tattooed all over the place. I got I have back in Gatineau who did my arm. Who's I eventually need to go back. I can't afford tattoos right now, so
Mhm.
this is the situation I'm in. I got Miguel from Sudden Waves actually, who's in Montreal. He does my back. I have a friend who does more of my sillier tattoos. I got two tattoos on my butt recently. I got bubbles from Trailer Park Boys on my ass. Thank you, Jesse, for that. Not that Jesse. I have that tattoo artist Jesse. So
I was gonna say, Jesse.
Yeah.
Well, you guys getting really deep in the personal.
Yeah,
Hey, could you tattoo my butt for me?
that,
Sure.
yeah, definitely. We definitely do butt stuff within the band. That's not a that's
Yeah.
That's such a loaded
We're
statement.
all very, very close to each other.
Yeah.
That's why they wear the short shorts, just to show off all the tattoos.
Maybe,
Yeah, pretty much. I remember when we
Cheeky.
went to like Quebec. We went to Quebec City like the first time when we played, and we were all wearing shorts, but like so was everybody else there. But the thing about the dudes in Quebec City, even the girls, like they're covered in tattoos. Like their legs, everything. We're like, shit. Like we need to get more tattoos. Like it's honestly since then I started plugging away at my legs and like just going
Like
at it.
in Ottawa, we're the tattooed ones, but then you get to Quebec City and you feel naked.
Yeah.
Everyone's covered from just head to toe.
Yeah.
You would definitely feel naked.
Me? Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't have any.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
got
fair
any.
enough.
I'm one of those like outliers now. It used to be the other way around, right?
Yeah.
A tattoo would be like, oh, you got a tattoo. Yeah. And
Well,
then,
it's funny though, because like myself too, I feel like here in Ottawa, you're right. I've got a lot, but like you said, if I went to Montreal, I'd be like, or even I'm like, oh. I go to the tattoo convention like at over in Hull at the casino,
The
and
casino.
I feel under tattooed walking around there.
well, at Ramstein too, like you were,
Oh yeah, Ramstein was just crazy.
yeah, you were, like I was really looking out of place there.
Yes, yeah.
Which was a crazy show.
I just kept telling people he was my accountant.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I brought my accountant to the show.
Yeah. What do you think is the most important thing for a musician to remember?
Stay humble. Definitely stay humble. No matter how big you get, how popular you get, stay humble and always be cool to your fans because your fans are the reason why you're there and they're the reason for any of your success. And yeah, just always be humble and stay that way.
Yeah.
I'd agree with Jesse. It's all about being humble. It's about being thankful. We're privileged to be able to get on that stage and rip it in front of people, you know? Like it's not everyone that gets to do that. It's not everyone that gets like a fan base. It's not like every fan counts to us. Every single person if you come to see. By the way, if I was ever grumpy to any one of you, I'm so sorry. I know sometimes I get socially awkward. It's not about you. I need to get better for that. But like, I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm like, it's at the end of the day, it's not about us. It's about the fans. It's about the people that enjoy the music, and that's the important part. Like, it's stay humble is the best way to put it, Jesse. That's the number one thing to remember.
Do you find it hard, like after, like you guys get on stage, you're up there for 45 minutes, just giving everything you've got, and then you're like, oh yeah, now we got to go off and talk to people and sell merch and stuff. Because I know a lot of guys are like, I need a few minutes, go outside, just relax, and then I'm back and ready to talk to
like
people. Right?
Jericho goes and dies somewhere always as soon as we're done, so we don't even know what happens to him at the end of the shows. But for us, like I love it. I love getting off and just getting that like all those people just coming up to you and just sharing how good it was and like the most sweetest compliments that you never see coming. All of us enjoy talking to the fans, to be honest. Like it's part of who we are, and like you hear it from people. Like we're super approachable and we're nice, and we'll take the time to talk to you if you come to us. And yeah,
Yeah, no, I agree. It's especially like you said, after a set's the best time to come talk to us because we're just like the adrenaline's still
Damn.
pumping through. We're just like,
okay? Did we do okay?
yeah,
Yeah, just amped
that's
up.
pretty much it. That's what we do every time. We're like, oh, I think it sounded great. I think it sounded great. But then you guys come and talk to us, and just seeing that that like the fans enjoyed themselves. That's the best part. Like if I of course, I like being on stage itself. I like ripping it with my friends, but there's nothing more gratifying than like being told that someone enjoyed your set. Like that's like it
Yeah.
just I don't know. It boosts my ego. It inflates my head a little bit. But I try to, as long as I don't get stuck in the door frame. I guess it's it makes me feel better about myself. It does, like I can't lie about that. But like that's the best part is just seeing the effect that we can have on other people and seeing how our music affects people. Like it means the world to me. That's what we do it for. Like so please come talk to us before our set, after our set, when we're packing the car, like just come
Help
talk
us
to
carry
us.
equipment
Like,
out.
Yeah. Take a guitar.
yeah,
on your
yeah,
way up.
I'll take the help.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When's the next show?
So technically we have one it's like a special show actually. It's I don't remember the date of it. It's the beginning of January. We're playing at Raven Street Studio. It's more of like an in-person thing. It's going to be very limited seats, limited everything. But besides that, on March 22nd, we'll be doing my birthday on Cafe de Golf. That show is usually pretty big every year. We'll be playing with a couple really good bands, Becoming the Bully, Truth Teller, and Casual Tragedies. Um, yeah, so yeah, March 22nd, that's definitely one to look out for.
Nice. Well, thanks guys for a few minutes of your time today. That was great.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for having us.
Soul Thief, baby.
Hey, it was our pleasure.
Soul Thief, baby.
Soul Thief, baby.
Never knew you were Swifty. I couldn't see it.
Oh, then
Anyways,
that's the best thing ever.
guys, that's awesome. Thank you again for your time. We look forward to seeing more music from you as well.
Hell yeah, it's
Thank
coming,
you. We
man.
can't wait to put it out.
Yeah, nice. Have a good night.
Dog and Gus, Dog and Gus, Dog and Gus.